All right, so the time right now is 11:41 p.m. and it's January 6, 2024. Happy New Year's to everybody. I know I haven't uploaded a video in a little while. I've had a whole lot of stuff going on, but I mean, in this video, you guys will pretty much, figure out what I've pretty much been thinking about and just working on and stuff like that. I just have a lot to get off my chest, like in this video a little bit. Just explaining like the new direction that I think that a lot of us rideshare, drivers need to go. Like just a different direction. Our new way of thinking. Because these corporations have a new way of thinking, and we're not going to beat them by thinking the way that we're thinking right now. We're not going to beat them by just trying to follow the rules, because these corporations don't follow all the rules. Our governments don't follow all the rules. You know what I'm saying? So we need to think exactly like them and play to our advantage as drivers. Just the common people in the world. We need to think just like how these corrupt corporations think, or how our corrupt government thinks. I'm not saying that we do crimes, but we need to think that we're in this for ourselves. We need to take care of ourselves. You got families, we need to take care of our families. We need to put food on our tables. We need to pay rent. We need to pay for our cars and everything like that. We need to pay for repairs on our cars. We need to pay repairs for whatever else you got going on, your house or whatever. We need to have money in our savings. We need to have money to invest into other things that can make us money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talks about financial freedom, but we can't do that if we don't have any money, to invest into things that will potentially grow into our financial freedom. And my biggest thing is that, like I said, thinking of just like how these corporations think, or how our government thinks, especially in rideshare right now, we're constantly being fucked over day in and day out, where we're constantly not getting the money that we need to suffice our life expenses, paying rent, paying for food, paying for insurance. You know what I'm saying? We can't even suffice off the money that we're getting when the times right now are not even the easiest at all. Like, times have gotten harder, and we're getting less money to even make it harder on us. As rideshare, people, gig, contractors and stuff like that, we make a lot go around in this economy. A lot of companies are now taking on independent contractors. They're contracting with companies that have independent contractors and stuff like that, to make a lot of this stuff go around. A lot of the medical industry has a lot of independent contractors. A lot of stores have, different types of stores have independent contractors delivering, supplies here and there and stuff like that. Lots of independent contractors, because one, it's a lot cheaper than an employee, but it's just a lot more efficient sometimes or whatever, but one of the things is expenses, with these companies, with having an independent contractor. But my point is that we are really important in the economy. We make a lot of things go around, just like the employees do too, but we as gig workers, independent contractors, we make a lot of this economy go around too. And we deserve a lot of the respect, the money, that we should be getting to live to, make these things still keep happening. Because if we don't make the money, then who else is going to do the work? It's crazy shit right now. And I'm so sick and tired of just seeing that, in this gig economy, that there's less and less money every single day. So and I mean, I didn't come up with this, but I'm just spreading the word of what our new thinking should be, because like I said, these apps, these companies, these corporations are not going to pay us. So my thing is that we need to take the customers from the app, and one thing that we can do is take the customers from the app here and make them our own customers, because we're independent independent contractors. We did not sign a non-compete agreement, even though that there are non-compete agreements in some contracting contracts and stuff like that, but we did not sign a non-compete agreement. We are free to do as we please. That means we could take customers, we can, you know what I'm saying, we can what's it called? We can convert customers into our own clients. You know, we can do that because we're independent contractors. And it'll be a conflict of interest if Uber and all of them try to stop us from doing that, because guess what? We're independent contractors. We have that authority to do that if we do so, because we're independent contractors. That's what Uber and them don't understand, that because they classified us as independent contractors, we don't have a fiduciary duty to just have the customers only through them. We can convert these customers to our customers too, because we are independent contractors. We work for ourselves. We have nobody telling us what to do. You know, we're not employees. And that's one thing that a lot of, you know, the comments, you know, a lot of the inexperienced drivers in my comments or whatever need to understand that, you know, what I'm not talking about, like, just, you know, if you're a new driver and you know you don't understand or whatever. But I'm talking about the inexperienced drivers that just don't understand shit, you know what I'm saying, that don't mind working, you know what I'm saying, for less, you know, working for less and then putting in more hours, you know what I'm saying, like the dumbasses, you know, that just decide that, you know, it's okay that Uber should pay us less and that we should work more, you know. And like I said, I'm not talking about, you know, like the new drivers that don't understand. I'm talking about the new drivers that just don't give a fuck about what the fuck is going on, and that think that we should be accepting everything that they throw at us. Like, we should just be tucking our tails and saying, yes, massa, yes, massa. You know what I'm saying? No, we don't do that anymore, man. Because these companies, don't want to follow the rules. So guess what? We're also going to bend the rules a little bit too. You feel me? And we could do that because we're independent contractors. We could do that, right? And my thing is that we need to start going for cash rides, converting these customers into our own personal clients. You know, and this is going to be that video where I'm going to show or try to record, you know, my interaction of pitching my business deal. You know what I'm saying? Just telling the customer that, hey, you know, I'm going to show you guys the price of what Uber's offering me, and I'm going to also record or try to record as long, and I'll try to get permission from the customer, you know, or my potential client. You know, if I can record the video, you know, and that their voice can be in the video, and I could upload it for my content for my business and stuff like that. You know, that's what I'm going to try to get consent for. You know, just, you know, I just want to make sure everything is still consensual. But I'm going to pitch my business deal, and I'm going to tell them that, you know, hey, Uber is just not paying us enough for real. You know, I'm really kind of tired of work. I mean, I'm not going to tell them I'm really kind of tired of working for pennies, but, you know, basically I'm going to tell them, like, hey, you know, they're not paying me enough to do this ride or whatever. You know, I'm going to ask them how much are they paying for the ride, you know, and then versus how much I'm getting. And I'm going to try to meet in the middle of this. You know, I'm going to try to meet in the middle somewhere where a price we can agree on or whatever. If we can't agree on that price, then, you know, they can't become my client or whatever, and I'll have to cancel the ride still or whatever. But, you know, if we can't agree on the ride or my price and stuff like that, well, that's cool. You know, I hope to make them my permanent future client. You know, I'm gonna give them a business card and stuff like that. You know, you know, even if they do take a ride with me in my car or whatever, and we don't do it through Uber, guess what? I'm still the same driver. I still have the same car. I still have the same insurance. You know what I'm saying? Everything is still the same. We're just doing a deal through a different type of transaction. You know, Uber is one transaction, I'm another different transaction. That's what we're doing. It's a deal through another transaction. And like I said, if the customer doesn't want to, you know, go through me, then, you know, it's just like, if the price isn't right from what Uber's giving me, then I'm going to cancel the ride anyway and stuff like that. And hopefully they get, you know, the person that, you know, that accepts whatever, you know, shit that Uber gives them, you know. But I'm just so tired of just seeing that Uber's underpaying us and shit, you know. I'm so tired of just like I said, not making any money and shit. So I'm going to try something different. And I think that all of us drivers need to try something different too. Because like I said, we can't keep doing this and thinking that it's going to get any better, because it's not. It's really not, because these corporations don't want to make it any better. If they did, then they would actually be paying us like they did years ago, but they're not going to do that anymore, right? So we have to take matters into our own hands, because guess what? We're independent contractors, and we could do that. We can do that because there is no conflict of interest, because we're our own entities. They don't control us. They don't have any say-so on what we do. You know, we can partner with them, and they can have their little stipulations. But as far as like fucking each other over and shit like that, bruh, no, they don't have any say so on doing that. Because if they want to fuck us over, okay, cool. Well, we'll fuck you over by taking your clients, and that's what we'll do. Because we could do that. Because like I said, we are independent contractors. We are not employees. Maybe if I was an employee of Uber, then maybe it would be a conflict of interest. But it is not a conflict of interest, because I am an independent contractor. That means that I am a free body to do as I will. It's a free-for-all. For all you know, it's literally a free-for-all. I'm an independent contractor. I have the free will to do a lot. They can't control what car I drive, pretty much. You know, they can't control how I drive or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They can't control that at all. I have the free will to do that. You know, maybe if I partner with them, they can put like stipulations, like I said, you know, whatever, blah, blah. But they can't control very much, because like I said, they made the rules of I'm an independent contractor. So guess what? I'm following that term of I'm an independent contractor, an independent contractor, and I can set my own terms. Like I can set my own terms too, because they're only a partner of us. They're not our employers. They are a partner. Like I said, we're not employees. We are independent contractors. We are a free body, a free mind that has free will. We're not employees, guys. So get that through you guys' heads. The new people, especially the new people that feel like they know everything, and you know what I'm saying, they want to be haters in the comments and shit like that, you know. And I'm speaking like, get that through you guys' heads too, everybody. And I mean this in the most respectful way. Everybody needs to get this through you guys' heads, that this is not going to get any better unless we change what we're doing. Because we're only getting less and less money day in and day out, right? So if we want to get some money, we're going to have to play like how the corporations play, right? They want to take our money? Okay, we'll take their clients then. Like Jeff said, you know, UberJeepAZ, if you guys do find his channel, I, you know, strongly suggest you guys follow him, you know, like the videos and everything like that. But just like he said, this is a chess match. This is checkmate. They want to play chess, let's play. You know what I'm saying? This is not checkers, you know, the little, you know, yeah, no, this is chess. They're playing moves. We need to play more moves, because if they keep playing the moves that they're going to play, we're going to be obsolete in this industry. We're going to be obsolete, you know, everywhere. Meaning like we're going to be obsolete out of our homes, obsolete out of our cars, obsolete out of our food, because we can't afford that shit no more. You know, we're going to be obsolete out of a whole lot of shit if we don't make a change right now. You know, and I just finished watching UberJeepAZ's live stream that he did. You know, it's January 6th. He just did it a few hours ago. You know, and it's very motivating, because it's like, if we don't do anything, we're not going to make any money. And we know exactly what these corporations are doing to us. We know exactly what they're doing to us. We know that they're underpaying us. So why do we keep working for this underpaid wage where we can't even literally afford anything off that wage to begin with? You know what I'm saying? They're paying us less and we still can't even afford shit, but we're working more. That doesn't make any sense. Anybody that's business accommodated would understand that businesses work for profits. That's why if you actually study business, just even the simplest logic of business, especially in America, with us being, you know, with capitalism, you know, our economy is run by capitalism, where you buy cheap and you sell high. So that means that anything that a lot of these corporations make, any products, you know, whether it's hair products and shit, you know, food a lot of times, cars, it doesn't matter. all these corporations, all these businesses buy cheap, right? So all the parts are cheap, all the products are cheap, and they sell for a profit. So they sell 2 times more than what they paid for. They sell 5 times more what they paid for, 10 times more what they paid for. It's all the same thing. These businesses don't sell the products for the same price that they bought the shit for, because they're not making any money on that. That's them giving away the shit for free, basically. They won't have any more money to invest after that. If they keep selling the product at the same price that they paid for it, they won't have any money to invest into anything else, because that money, it literally just canceled itself out. You paid for the product, you sold it for the same amount of the product, you don't have any money left over from when you sold that product, so you got a sold product, but you don't have any money left over because that product didn't make any profits on it, right? You guys get that, right? So that's what we need to do. We need to focus on making profits. Like I said, $1 a mile, they're not really that profitable at all unless you're transitioning to like different parts of the city and shit like that. You know, you're trying to go to a different part of, you know, reposition yourself somewhere else. You know, $1 a mile, it really isn't that profitable at all, especially right now. You know, and when you think about $1 a mile, you know, you could think about, okay, cool, you know, I'll do $1 for a mile. You know, that's really shitty. I'll do $2 for 2 miles. That's really shitty. But then when you get up to like $10 for 10 miles, when you think about it, that's a lot of repositioning, because if you keep doing $10 for 10 miles, you're going to be all around the city and using a whole lot of gas. Like at $10, at $10 for 10 miles, you're going 20 miles, you're getting $20, but like I said, you know, miles per gallon, your car takes gas. Most cars average around 20 to 25 miles per gallon, so you just wasted a gallon of gas to make pretty much $20. But then, you know, minus whatever the cost of gas is in your state, you know, let's say, you know, gas is $3 in your state, so you really made $17 to go 20 miles, right? So in that case, you're already at what is it, like 70 cents a mile or whatever that is, probably. I mean, I'm guessing, hold on, because I'm not a mathematician, but let's say, so 17 divided by 20, 85 cents a mile. That's what you made. So I was kind of close, I guess. Like I said, 70 cents a mile, 85 cents a mile. You're still under $1 a mile. So you're literally betting yourself under, and if you keep doing this, that cents a mile or whatever is going to keep on getting lower, because you're lowering your average. So when you want to upgrade your average or raise your average, you want to start doing things that are at least somewhat profitable, like $1.25, not even $1.25, $1.50, $1.75, $2 a mile. That's when you're raising your average, and that's when, you know, you can easily, you know, you can average out your expenses from your profits and stuff like that a lot easier. It would be a lot better to look on a spreadsheet, you know, with what you can see, like, you know, your profits are versus your expenses and stuff. But basically, shit like this, when you're doing $1 a mile, you're going to be using more gas, more of your time, you know, and then you're going to make less money, because it just doesn't profit well. $1 a mile does not profit well very much at all, right? Like I said, this video is pretty much, I'm gonna show what I'm gonna be doing with you know, how I'm gonna be trying to convert customers to, you know, my own platform, you know, because like I said, I'm tired of being underpaid, and I'm quite sure a lot of you guys are tired of being underpaid too, right? And like how UberJeepAZ and how a lot of other channels are preaching that we need to start doing something that's a little bit more just like how these companies are doing. You know what I'm saying? They're not playing fair, so we need to not play fair either. You know what I'm saying? We're independent contractors. We need to make our money. We need to make a living. You know what I'm saying? We need to take their customers, and we need to get our money. You know, we don't need to be on the streets for 12 hours a day. Like I said before, insurance says that the longer you're on the road, the more probability that you have to be into an accident. And I don't want to get into accident. I do not want to total out my car with these crazy ass drivers. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have too many motherfucking people in my car, all day long. You know what I'm saying? That's different types of shoes, different types of odors, you know what I'm saying? Like, just different types of dirts on my carpets, you know what I'm saying? Like, just shit's kicking stuff, motherfuckers probably making a mess everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have to do all that for 12 hours, just to make $180, bro. I don't want to have to be living on $18 an hour or some shit like that, and you can't even do that by running a business. You can't live. Maybe if you're an employee, yes, you can, even though it's kind of a stretch even in today's economy, but you can't run off of $18 an hour running a business. There's no way you can do that at all. There's no way you can, especially not a logistics business where you're using your car to run, you got gas to, put in your car, you got maintenance to do and shit like that. You can't run a business off $18 an hour. So I don't know how the high AR people are doing it and shit like that. The motherfuckers that think that, they can run their car, all day, 12 hours a day, you know what I'm saying, maxing out the motherfucking clock and shit, for $18 an hour. Like, you might say from expenses and shit like that, man. Like, yeah, maybe you might be making the money for today, but you're not making the money for tomorrow, too. And that's my point of making profits. You need to have money for today and tomorrow. Maybe if your expenses are super fucking low, maybe a dollar a mile can work for you. Like, if they're super fucking low. Like, you have to be, like, just way under the average of whatever every other American is paying. But if you're paying every other types of average bill that every other average American is paying, $18 an hour is barely cutting it at all. Like I said, for a $1,700 apartment in today's economy, you need to make $60,000 a year, which translates to around $27 to $30 an hour, right? And that's just for the apartment on paper. That's just for the apartment. That doesn't even include your regular other expenses and shit, so that could put your, your actual, income that's needed is probably like $80,000, to offset, the $60,000 that you already need and shit like that, so like I said, I'm not going to do the math because I'm not like a mathematician or some shit like that, but I know how to read numbers and shit like that, just saying numbers and shit of what you actually need to actually survive, and my thing is just that we need to work together. This has to be just a joint effort of everybody just getting together to see that we're not gonna beat these companies unless we do something about it. Because just like how everybody in this gig economy agrees, we built these companies. We built them. They established, they put a name out there, but we established that name. When people use Uber, when people use DoorDash, when people use Instacart, when people use Walmart Spark, you know what I'm saying? They see us, the driver, or the employee at the store or something like that. They see the store name, but it has to associate with something. If they see a store name and they see that it's associated with mean, nasty people, guess what? That store is not going to get any motherfucking customers, right? But if they associate that name with cool energy, you know what I'm saying? Cool employees, cool contractors and shit like that, guess what? Those workers, those independent contractors helped establish that name for that company. Without the people that actually make the work happen, these companies wouldn't actually exist. They wouldn't have anywhere near the success that they have without the efforts of people helping establish what their name is. The gig economy helped establish what Uber's name is. We helped get people here and there safely. We have nice cars. You know what I'm saying? We give nice amenities. We have nice music playing. People wouldn't use Uber at all, or Uber wouldn't have been as successful if we as drivers or gig workers, independent contractors, whatever you want to call us, these companies would not have nowhere near the success that they have right now if we as the people didn't help establish what they are today. We are the ones who have the keys. We're the ones who can make or break what the fuck this industry is. People need to understand that. And it doesn't even just go for gig economy. This goes for regular W-2 work too. If companies don't have good employees, then guess what? The companies will fail, because we are the face of what gives these companies customers. We are what the face of these companies are. We help these companies succeed. So why can't we succeed with the company too, right? And that's what this video is for. Is to help just change our mindset and seeing that we can't do this if we don't make a change too. These companies have made a change. We need to make a change too. So in my video, whenever I do turn on the app or whatever, it's 12:07 a.m. right now. It's January 7th. It's a Sunday. It's the next day. It's 2024, right? And that's our goal for 2024 right now, is to convert customers to our own clients. Not everybody probably wants to do that, but the people that are doing this and actually need to make the money, actually want to make some money and shit like that, we need to convert these customers into our own clients somehow, some way. The people that actually are drivers, that actually want to be private drivers and stuff like that, they actually want to serve the community and actually keep the community going without having these apps overcharge the customer and underpay us as drivers. I'm so sick and tired of having these customers overcharged and us underpaid, and we're still as drivers expecting tips. We did not expect tips years ago because we were getting the fares, we were getting supplemented enough for what we were doing. So a tip was just a cherry on the top, for real. If you was doing work, you could do work for base pay pretty much, and a tip was just helping out your profits. A tip was just a cherry on the top, for real. And we're very thankful for the customers that do tip. Because just like how we say, it is gratuity. It is not a requirement, but it is appreciated. It's not required, but it is appreciated. And we appreciate the customers that do tip, that do see our value, that do see that, we're working, we're providing them something of value. It's appreciated. And we need to keep that energy going on, and we need to put our foot down and be like, no, we're not going to take this. We're not going to take this shit, for real. Because, like I said, I'm tired of losing. I don't know about everybody else and shit, but I'm trying to get out here and I'm trying to actually make some money. I'm not trying to be out here and lose shit, lose my house, lose my car, lose everything because a company doesn't want to pay me fairly. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that, And like I said, the UberJeepAZ Jeff, if you guys do look at his channel, please watch his videos. He's very inspiring, very inspiring. The messages he puts out moves you. You will always learn something from his channel. I always learn something from his channel every single time. And it's very motivating to me that, we know, as like I said, as gig workers, that we're getting fucked over. We're getting fucked over every single day. And we can't just sit around and just let it just happen to us. So we need to make a change, right? And like I said, if you guys do, please check out UberJeepAZ's channel, right? I can put it in my description. I'll hashtag it and stuff like that. Like I said, I'll put it in the description of the channel so you guys can go ahead and follow his channel and, check out his videos if you guys do so, But I do highly recommend his channel. But like I said, I'm gonna show you guys, my my new journey in 2024 of pitching my deal to get these customers to save some money and stuff like that. And that's basically the thing. Like I said, these customers are being way too overcharged for nothing. They're being overcharged for nothing. They're being price gouged, and I'm so tired of the customers just shrugging their shoulders and just, like acting like it's nothing, because and I'm so tired of them having to come out of pocket even more, which is just hurting just the economy already as it is. Because if the customer doesn't have any fucking money, then we can't do our jobs anyway. So we need to do something to offset that shit, because we need money. The customer needs to have money so they can pay for us, You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, we gotta do something, man. We gotta do something, because this shit doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, there's too much price gouging. Prices are too high for every fucking thing. If we don't start somewhere and trying to make something happen, then nothing will happen. We'll just be dogs with our tails tucked between our legs. That'll just be it. And I'm tired of accepting that as my my future or my destiny to, you know, accept just the shit that the world gives me and shit. You know, I'm just so tired of accepting that gig work is going down the hill and I should just go down with it. No. Especially in rideshare, where, like I said, the customer is our lifeline. We work with the economy. Just like Jeff at UberJeepAZ says, we work with the economy. And not just his channel, but a lot of us gig workers understand that we work with the economy. If the economy's bad, I mean, but even any industry pretty much, you know, if the economy's bad, business will be slower, you know. But we work with the economy as gig workers, because we don't have any backbone of, you know, getting supplemented from anywhere else, where, you know, if we get sick, we have, you know, this type of pay, or, you know, if something happens, we have this type of pay to help take care of us. You know, we don't have much leeway to get away with, you know, with having a backbone of something else that will take care of us. We make our own money, and yes, it is our choice, but we have to make our own money and have to be compensated fairly to do it. You know, we can't just be like, okay, yeah, we accepted this type of work, so we just accept what's given to us and just take it. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't have to do that at all. And for the people that think that we have to do that, you know, I don't think that you know, whatever you've got going on is very I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think your life is very happy or some shit like that. If you think that, you know, I should just accept everything that, you know, I should, you know, that's given to me, you know, I just don't accept that. So, you know, I just wish that the people that think that, you know, I should just accept whatever's given to me, you know, you should get your life together and shit, because that's what I'm trying to do right now. You know, so get your life together before you speak on mine, right? You know, or don't even speak on my life at all. You know what I'm saying? Just keep your comments to yourself, right? But, and like I said, that message is only for people that feel like they have to put in their 2 cents of feeling that, you know, that we deserve, you know, to be treated this way, or we're like less than whatever the fuck, you know, everything else is. We're just worth dirt. Like I said, we as gig workers help out with a lot of the fucking economy. If you look at what the industry that we help make, this is a $1 billion industry. We're in a whole $1 billion industry, and this industry isn't just $1 billion because, you know, a random app popped up and, you know, randomly one day they were just worth $1 billion. No, we as the workers, we as the independent contractors made this industry what it is today. We made it worth $1 billion. Even when we're getting fucked over, we still make it $1 billion. We still make these companies money. It doesn't matter how you see the picture. We as the independent contractors, as the workers, we make these companies money. We are the worth that gives the value to these companies. We give these companies value, and they take it from us. So no, I don't think I should just work for whatever the fuck that they give me, because we give them what the fuck that they have right now. We give them the money. We give them the great service that we provide. We give them the cars that we have on their fucking platform. We give them all that. So why should I always be working more and be paid less? Why should I be doing that? Why should I just accept my fate that I should just be a slave and just work for more, work more and get paid less? Why should I do that? Why? Exactly. Just like anybody else in the world, we should not be working for less and working more for less. We should not be doing that. We should not be doing that. We give these companies way too much fucking value to be doing that, to be treated like we're not worth nothing. Because we give these companies the fucking money. We give the companies the value the fucking, whenever you think about these companies, we give them the face value of who they actually are. We give these companies the good accolade of fucking customer service without people that understand how to be nice, how to be courteous. You know what I'm saying? These companies would not get accolades of best customer service and shit, because not everybody would have the best customer service or the best type of courtesy towards a customer. But there's people in the world that care enough to give other people these values. And in return, this shines light on the company that you contract with or the company that you work for. We give these companies so much fucking value and they turn around and shit on us. So this year, I think that we need to make this a time when we turn around and we say, no, we're giving you guys way too much value for you guys to be shitting on us, for you guys to be treating us this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what's in our best interest as workers or as independent contractors, and we're going to make this work for ourselves. You know, because you guys are making this shit work for you guys yourselves. Okay, well, we're going to make this shit work for ourselves. That's the biggest difference this year, right? So that's my video. I mean, well, that's my message right there for right now, of saying what my motivation is, what my goals are, you know, to do. You know, I love driving my car still. I love my car for sure. You know, even though it's a 2016 Altima, I still love my car. It's been through a lot. You know, I've been through a lot with this car and shit. You know, but it's still getting me around. You know, it's still working. I can still put it to work. It still has a value to me, and it still gives value to Uber and the customer that I put in my car, or the food that I put in my fucking car. It gives value. So I need to be compensated fairly for the value that I fucking give. I need to be making a wage that I can live on. I don't need to be making a wage where I can barely live on and I'm scratching the surface on everything that I'm trying to pay for. We can't keep doing that. And like I said, that's just my message to everybody. So if you guys agree with me, then what we're going to do is we're going to start converting customers to our own clients. You know, if you guys don't want to do private clients or whatever, you know, just work the apps as best as you guys can or whatever by being profitable. But if you guys do care about, you know, rideshare, you know, the gig economy and stuff like that, converting these customers to your own customers is in our best interest, because that's what these companies care about, is the customer. So if we take away the customer from them, I mean, that's just going to be their loss pretty much. Because they could have still had the customer on their platform. They could have still had us on their platform, you know what I'm saying, working for them, you know, happy-go-lucky people that, you know, are still, you know, doing business together. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean that happy-go-lucky in like a wrong way, but I'm talking about just us living, you know, cohesively together, you know, coexisting together, you know, and there's no problems really, because guess what? We're getting paid fairly. The company's making their money, you know what I'm saying? And the customer is getting provided for. I mean, it's a three-way win street. Everybody wins. But no, there's people that's too fucking greedy in the world that see it all for themselves. You know, they'll take from the people that give to them, and they'll take from the people that help give to them, and they leave everybody else with nothing. And only one man has to win. That's how these companies see it as. And I don't think that that's right at all. And just like a lot of other people, they don't think that it's right at all either. So we need to do something about that and make it change. Right? So my goal today, right, is, well, I'm in the north. So I'm at my house right now, right? And I'm in Woodstock, you know, just like how I always say. What's it called? Oh, and I'm gonna share my AR and stuff like that too for the, you know, for the new year to, you know, show you guys where I'm at. But I'm in Woodstock right now. I'm at my house. I'm gonna make my way down to like the city, because the north dies down a whole lot faster or whatever, and it's like 12 a.m. you know, so there's not a lot going on in the north. So everywhere in the north in Atlanta is pretty much dead. you have to go, you go like anywhere in like, Holly Springs, Canton, Milton. That's a part of like Alpharetta and shit. There's Alpharetta right there too. Roswell is pretty much dead right now. Johns Creek, Duluth, all this area and shit like that. The farther north that you go, the deader it gets, right? So you have to go down south to where it's more urban, city life and shit like that. And, like try to get more volume there. And that's my game right now. So I'm going to play the volume game. And, as long as there's a ride that I can pretty much agree to like actually accept, I'm not going to actually do it for Uber's price. I'm going to do it for my price. Like I said, because right now we're converting customers to our own clients, right? So if I see a trip that I'm like, okay, cool, I wonder how much this person paid for it. And like I said, if I can meet in the middle of saving the customer some money and shit like that, because that's what our goal is this year, is to save these customers money. As long as I can save them money, then that's cool. Like I said, I'm still the same driver. I still have the same car. I still have the same insurance. It doesn't matter. If they use the app, they're still going to get the same driver, the same car, and the same insurance. I'm still the same driver. I still have the same car. I still have the same insurance. They're just going to use a different transaction. We're going to use Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, or cash. It doesn't matter. But the transaction is going to go towards me, and my business pretty much, or my contract or whatever you want to call it, or whatever. I mean, it's not really a contract, but towards my service pretty much, instead of Uber's overcharged service, right? And I think that that's fair, because like I said, we're saving the customers money. We're independent contractors, and we could do that, right? We can convert customers to our own clients. It doesn't matter. We don't have any stipulations against us that says that we can't do that, because yet again, we are independent contractors. We can do that all day because we don't have any ties to us that says we signed this non-compete agreement, because we did not sign a non-compete agreement that says that we can't convert these customers to our own. We did not sign that. Like I said before, there is agreements within every industry, even in independent contracting, that has you sign non-compete agreements, and that is strongly not advised. You do not want to sign with a company that says that you can't work for another company that's that's their their competitor. You can't work for their competitor or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though that it's you're not trying to compete with them and shit like that, they're putting stipulations on you that you can't work for this competitor, even though if their competitor is paying more than them and shit like that. No, you don't do that. No, as an independent contractor, you do not sign those documents that say that this is a non-compete company or whatever. And it's like, no, you do not. No. You can maybe do that as like an employee and shit, but because employees, they don't have as much wiggle room as us as independent contractors, where we're like a free body, free will, a free entity. Employees don't have the same leeway as us independent contractors. We do. We have that leeway. So like I said, we can take their customers without any doubt. We don't have to bat an eye and think that we're doing something wrong, because like I said, we're independent contractors. We could do that, right? So like I said, my thing is I'm gonna make my way from up here in Woodstock, where I am. I'm gonna go to like the city area. There's an event out here in Atlanta, but I mean it already died down or whatever. So but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start picking out rides from there, and I'm gonna see if there's a price that I like or whatever. I'm be like, okay, cool, and I'm gonna try to meet in the middle or whatever, and I'm just not gonna give a fuck about my cancellation rate for real. So if my cancellation rate goes up, I mean, the shit already hit like 40% already one time. So I mean, I honestly don't give a fuck, because I'm in this to make some money, and Uber's in this to make some money, and we can't meet in the middle, on Uber and me making money and shit like that. So I'm gonna have to make money on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they don't want to play by the rules. Okay, cool. We're going to twist the rules a little bit. We're going to play in our best interest. Because they don't have us in their best interest. So we're going to play their game, right? But like I said, I'm turning on the app right now. Like I said, it's dead right now. It's 12:26 a.m. It's still January the 7th or whatever. I've been recording for about 44 minutes. You know, I know that this seems like a little rant. I mean, it is kind of in a way. You know, like I said, I just have you know, just a few things to get off my chest or whatever. You know, just from UberJeepAZ's live stream that he did yesterday, the 6th, and you know, you just listen to his message and you just fucking get tired of just being pushed over and shit. You know, like nobody likes a bully in school. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes to get fucked over. You know what I'm saying? You just get tired of that, man. Like you get tired of the people that just break the rules, and then they seem to just get away with it and then tell you, but no, you have to follow the rules. Like, you don't get ahead in life by following the fucking rules, and these companies constantly prove that every time. If you follow the rules, you're not going to get ahead. So guess what these companies and corporations do? They break the fucking rules. They fuck over their employees. They fuck over the contractors and shit like that. They fuck over whoever they can step on so then they can get ahead, you know, and even more, you know, and it's not right, right? So, like I said, our goal in 2024 is to save the customer some money, and that's what we're going to do. So, like I said, I'm in Woodstock, and I'm going to make my way to, like, the city, and, you know, find a little area. I got a little area that I'm thinking about that I want to sit in that, like, puts me in, like, the middle of everything. I think I'm going to sit, like, Howell Mill Road, maybe, like, at the Kroger over there. Or I might be in, like that Walgreens on whatever, like Piedmont or whatever. I think, yeah, it's the Walgreens on Piedmont that I usually sit at, that usually, like, puts me in the middle of everything and shit like that. So I might do that too. It just depends, but as long as I get something or whatever, then I'll be all cool. Also, I mean, and this tactic won't work with, like, food delivery, really. Like, you know, we're gonna call the, you know, try to make the customer our own client or whatever and shit. I mean, we can, but I mean, it's not really the same. I'm talking about, like, rideshare where you actually put people in your car and shit, you know. But with food delivery, I mean, the food is already paid for, so the best that you could do is tell the customer to cancel the order, and then tell them to, you know, that you'll order the food for them, and then, you know, that'll probably save them some money, because actually the app upcharges the food that's even on the app anyway, you know, by like $2. The same price that, you know, it'll be at the restaurant or whatever. Uber or DoorDash upcharges this shit by like $2 or some shit like that, $3 sometimes, you know, per item, actually, you know, or like a few cents to make their profits or whatever. And you can save the customer some money or whatever, and let them know that, hey, you know, what we could do is you can you know, cancel the order and you know, get it delivered, you know, if you want to still tip or whatever. I mean, or you can do it like, you know, how, I mean, I don't advise this or whatever, but I mean, you can do this or whatever. You know, a lot of people that do this are the ones that are stealing the orders. But what you could do is, you know, you can, you know, you can place an order or whatever or some shit, and, you know, have a driver pick it up. But then you can cancel the order and then, you know, coordinate with the driver that, you know, that, you know, you cancel the order or something like that, but then you're going to get it delivered to the house, you know, whatever address that you have or whatever. And it'll save you money because you don't have to pay all those app fees and shit like that. So, you know, from, you know, because your order could only be $10, but then you paid so much in fees where, you know, and then you tipped and everything is like $30 fucking dollars, and, you know, you only live like a few minutes away. You know, you could easily, you know, place your food $10 or whatever, and, you know, tip the driver, I don't know, like $10 or something like that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be $20, so you save 10, you know. But sometimes these orders is crazy expensive too, for real, to where, you know, it'd be like $40, you know what I'm saying, $50 for like a $16 order, you know what I'm saying? And you can save some money by like tipping the driver, like I said, by going through the method that I was talking about, where, you know, you place an order, you cancel it or whatever. You know, that's how you get a sure driver, because, you know, if you don't have any contacts in your phone to, you know, ask somebody to pick up your order or some shit like that, you know, you get somebody in the app or whatever, you cancel the order, well, coordinate with the driver before you cancel the order, or something like that. As long as, you can kind of trust the driver or whatever, but, you do that or whatever, and, you give them the tip or whatever and shit. And that's just my thing of, how you can avoid paying all the fucking app fees and shit like that and still get your food, but then you can still tip the driver or whatever, I mean, it doesn't sound like the best idea kind of in a way, because like with food delivery, it's not as like the surety isn't there. You would probably need to pay the driver first before you even do all that. So like I said, rideshare, like the actual like passengers and shit like that, putting people in your car is different from the food delivery. So that's a whole nother type of beast, and a whole nother battle to go through or whatever and shit. So depending on how you guys want to work that is, you guys' thing or whatever. I'm just personally speaking on putting people in your car, because that's front end type stuff. Food delivery is back end. You get your tip on the back end. You get your money pretty much on the back end when you do food delivery. When you do, passenger people get in your car, you get your money on the front end. You know what I'm saying? You take your money ahead of time, what I'm saying, to provide the service. With food delivery, you get your money on the back end. So, but like I said, what we're going to do right now is scout the area or whatever. That I'm going to try to make my way into wherever this is at. This is a Centennial Park somewhere. So I can, like I said, I could chill. I can try to find a place like near Howell Mill, or I might even make my way to, like that's not, it's like that right there, 5 miles. Also, I'm not going to travel like 5 miles to like go and see the customer or some shit like that. I'm not going to do that, and I would call whatever, but I'm looking for something, like I said before, like if I like the numbers, I'm going to try to work it out, so if they're talking about like, if they try to offer me that, like, it was like a mile to go to the customer, or like 0.8 miles to go to the customer, and then the drop off was like 5 miles, and then they were offering me only $7. I would ask the customer how much did they pay, and they're like, oh, we paid 20. I was like, okay, cool. Well, I guess give me 10 because that's $2 a mile, right? I mean $11. I could, $11 because I said like 0.8 to the customer, and then another 5. So that's about 6 miles if you round it. So, well, no, actually, it'd be 12. My bad. Huh? Or it'd be. I'll say $12 or whatever. So if they paid 20, give me 12 or whatever. I saved them $8, right? So that, like I said, that's just our way of thinking of how we can conduct business, and we can save these customers some money and shit. However you guys want to run you guys' deals, pitch you guys' deals or whatever and stuff like that, that's what you guys can do, but that's how I'm gonna pitch my deal. So like I said, saving customers some money. So I'm gonna see what I could do, and I'll get back to you guys later. Oh yeah, and I forgot, so it's still January the 7th, 12:35 a.m. I forgot to show my AR. So my let's see, I'm gonna go here. So my AR is 2% right now. Cancellations are 29%. And I did say, I forgot that I was supposed to show this or whatever. So just showing you guys what I'm working with right now. So my AR is tanked all the way to the motherfucking ground for real. 29% cancellations or whatever. It was higher, it was like 30% or whatever, so it's fluctuating still because I'm accidentally accepting rides by accident. DoorDash or Door Trash, get trash delivered to your door. Door Trash. Not earnings, ratings. So my ratings right here, 4.96 or whatever stars, whatever. 10% acceptance rate, 99% completion rate, all this shit that, blah, blah. So, like I said, that was just my ratings or whatever, that I just want to show you guys what I'm working with. right now. So then, you know, further, if you guys do see that, you know, my AR is going up, it's because, you know, I'm accepting rides that, you know, actually make sense or whatever. But if you guys don't see my rating going up, or you guys actually see it going down or whatever, then I mean, you guys know that it's just getting shittier. So yep. But yeah, I'll just get back with you guys when I get my my first ride or whatever, and I'll try to, like I said, record the video to give you guys all the you know, you guys are pretty much, as long as I can get consent from the customer to, you know, record our conversation, then you guys will pretty much get the whole layout of what I'm doing and how I'm pretty much making this transaction work. So yep. Alright, so the time right now is 4 a.m. and it's January the 7th, 2024. And I just wanted to give you guys a little update on what's been going on. So I mean, I've been online ever since like 7 p.m. yesterday. What's it called? But it was so horrible or whatever. I started recording the video around, what was it, 11 p.m. on the 6th, and it's the 7th or whatever. So I've been out, you know, trying to scout rides or whatever, you know, I could. Like, you know, rides that I was trying to convert into my clients or whatever. And I finally picked up one that was what's it called, out here or whatever. I tried to call the customer or whatever, and they didn't answer the phone or whatever. I tried again or whatever, didn't want to answer the phone. They were only a mile away, and I think what were they offering me? It was like $26 for over like 40 miles. And I was just trying to contact them, and they were trying to go to like Covington, Georgia, and there's really nothing out there in Covington. So they were trying to. I'm in Midtown right now, and they were trying to go to Covington, which is it's around, what is it, the Fairburn area? Where the fuck is Covington? McDonough. They're trying to go to Covington though. I don't even know where the fuck that shit is though, but it's kind of far out there. It's south, I think. Right? Shit, I don't know. But they were trying to go to Covington, and I was trying to, yeah, there it is right there. Covington is all the way like east. That's far as shit. So, but there's nothing out there. So I was like, okay, cool. So it was like $26 for like over 40 miles, and I was like, I don't know how much they paid for that or whatever, but I was like, I'm not doing $26 for over 40 miles. So try to call the customer, try to, like, you know, get in contact with them to see what the what they paid, so I can try to counteract that and be like, okay, cool. If you, because I mean, that's over 40 miles. So I'm thinking that they had to have paid, like, I don't even know for real, like somewhere in the higher numbers, like $80 or something like that, maybe. $10 for 8 miles. I am not doing that at this time. But they had to have paid like 80 or something like that. Had to have. Like, I don't even know for real, but I was like, you know, I don't know how to even work out that price for real, because I just had to see how much they were paying and try to even give them a price. But so I was like, I want to save them money, but I don't want to do it at a loss for me. You know what I'm saying? So, but fast forward to just a few minutes ago, I had a customer. So this was around like 3:50 a.m. or something like that. I think 3:40 a.m. or 3:50 a.m., you know, today, January the 7th. And this is my second customer that I try to contact. Now, this customer, this price was paying, I think it was like $18 for like 26 miles or something like that. It was like $18 for like 20 something miles or whatever. And so I contacted them, and he picked up the phone or whatever. And I was like, greeted him and stuff like that, carried on the conversation. I was like, told him what it was or whatever. I was like, I asked him, how much did he pay for the ride or whatever and stuff. And again, also this second customer was zero .8 miles away. So I was like, I don't want to like drive to the customer and then like pitch my deal and then wind up that I don't even get the customer anyway. So I'd rather just sit and then pitch my deal before I even get there, so I know exactly what's going on and stuff like that, right? So I'm sitting over here or whatever. I'm like, hey, like I said, we greet each other. I let him know that I asked him how much he's paying. He said that he paid around like $40 something or whatever. And like I said, and I said, well, I'm only getting 18 or whatever. And I was like, you're going kind of far or whatever. And I was like, well, my proposition was I'm trying to save you some money or whatever. And also again, I let him know that I asked him if it was okay for us to for me to record the transaction or whatever, and he was like, no, he doesn't want to be recorded at all. So I deleted the recording or whatever, because I was recording the whole time or whatever, but I deleted it because I guess he didn't want to be recorded, and he just said that I could just cancel the ride or something like that. So I was like, okay. So that's how my day has been going. Well, since the 6th, and it's the 7th right now. But I've been doing DoorDash or whatever, and I made some money on DoorDash. I made about $15, like a really sad amount of money on DoorDash, like really, really sad. Yeah, a nice little $15. I don't know how. What did hold on. No, I already cashed that out or whatever. Yeah, the 43, I already cashed that out. So, yeah, I guess I made, let me see. Let me run down this balance real quick. Let's see. So I did this one right here was this, a Dash Mart or whatever for $7. It was only going like 2 miles or 2 miles. So pretty decent or whatever. No wait time at all for that. And then I had this order right here. It was for Johnny's New York Pizza. I had a little bit of wait time here. The wait time was like 5 minutes or whatever. And it was like another like 7 minutes, I think so, to the customer or something like that. So like 12 minutes in total, possibly. I mean, this time says different, but whatever. Didn't take too long at all. Yeah, $15 is what I made on DoorDash so far. And as you guys can see, I've been, online for, I guess, 6 hours. And then I've been active for about 3.28 hours or whatever. And I guess in that time, in my online, I mean, in my active time, I guess I made $101. I mean, that's cool. So, I mean, nice cherry picking or whatever. Uber is the opposite. I wish that Uber would show the active time. The active time versus versus the online time and stuff like that. I've seen some Uber accounts that actually show the online time, the active time, trips, and then points and stuff like that. So it shows the whole rundown and stuff. So my online time is saying 14 hours, but my active time might say like 6 hours, right? I don't know, or because I don't know. Maybe it might show. I don't know if it might show 6 hours, or it might show 2 hours or something like that. I don't know, but that's my active time or whatever. Yeah. So far, I've only made like $44. I guess this week so far, it's been really, really sad. really, really slow, like real bad. So I did a Uber Eats order yesterday. It was a Chick-fil-A order. It was like for $7 or whatever, only going 2 miles. So I was like, okay, cool. I delivered the order. It's pretty easy. Chick-fil-A usually has the orders ready, so it wasn't too bad at all. But yeah. But I'm gonna keep on trying or whatever to convert customers with the time that I have left or whatever. 'Cause I got a lot going on. But I'm gonna try my best with the time that I do have or whatever to try to do something, because this is just these prices are killing me for real, man. I swear. But yeah, it's still fuck rideshare for real.